Hello and welcome to this June 18th, 2010 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you with today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we are featuring Mindfinders Corp. This is ticker symbol MFN. This is about a $600 million basic materials company. Based on the way that some of the prices finished on precious metals, looks like this is a group that could be moving. I was looking for maybe a stock that hadn't quite made the breakout, that may have some run to the upside if it can make the breakout, and I thought Mindfinders kind of fit that profile. Let me explain what I like about it first, because you look at it and it's in this downtrend. You can see the black line here connecting the highs. We haven't broken out of that. That's obviously going to be something that's going to have to take place in order for the stock to become healthier technically. But a couple of things I like about this. Number one, check out excuse me, check out all of the recent lows, and this goes back over the last 8 months. But take a look at all the times we've come down to about this $9.10 level. We did it twice back in October, a couple of times end of January, early February, again at the end of February, tested it twice in April, came way below it when the market was selling off in early May, came all the way down to about the 850 level, and then came back up and closed over 910. The next day we did it again, and then finally in May, you would think that after this big move down, this big red ugly candle on heavy volume, that would have been it for Mindfinders, and that we would have been mired in a downtrend for a long period. But something interesting happened. Number one, off of this 5-day downtrend, we put in a reversing candle. This is a red hollow candle where you gap down and then you finish above the gap open. So you still finish down for the day. That's why it's outlined in red. So you're still down for the day from the prior day's close, but you finished above the open, and you did it on some very, very nice volume. It wasn't as heavy as maybe we saw earlier in the early part of May, but it was still on some very nice volume that we recovered. And then look, we went back up. We got through 910. Looked like we were failing. We came down one more time, put in another hollow candle, and then since then we've been starting to move higher. We had several closes back over the 910 level. One more, what appears to be head fake on the gap down below 910. You can see on fairly light volume on Wednesday, we gapped down below 910, came back up. But the thing that's starting to catch my eye is the volume on the moves back to the upside. Notice here as we went up and challenged the 50-day moving average, didn't quite get through, but we challenged it. Big volume. That was up 940 close. The next day we opened at 940, and then we started selling off again for a while. And then on Thursday, came back up and we closed at 941. So 1 penny above the prior close, and also 1 penny above the 50-day simple moving average. Now whether or not that is telling us something or not, we'll have to see. But I do like the increasing volume here on this move to the upside. So you can see short-term resistance is in here, but we've got a nice uptrend that started here off of the late May low. And with that, we've got a rising trend line. We've got we're trying to break out above this 940 area. 941, we did it. Like to see a little bit more confirmation, so we'll see how we do on Friday. But if we can get through 940 with some conviction, the next test is going to be up near 970, 975. Ultimately, I think Mindfinders goes through that level, and then I think you're going to see a chance for it to run. 10.25 would probably be the next area, and if we get through there, there's really not a whole lot until you get all the way back up to about 1175. So I do like Mindfinders. Need to see a little bit more out of it, but I think from the current price down to the rising trend line, not a bad place to enter. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at InvestedCentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.